Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to the live conversation on ALLANTRA TV. These live conversations are being conducted within the framework of the Creative Society project, which is launched on the platform ALLANTRA International Public Movement. The goal of the project is to achieve creative society by peaceful means, such a society where each person in the world will live happily and live in comfort and have everything necessary for living. Secure and stable society where each person is confident in his future. You may find out more information of the project on the website ALLANTRAunite.com.
And in order to inform people of possibility to live in a creative society, we use a rule of 6 handshakes. We invite the guests to our program, they invite their friends and acquaintances, and thus this creative initiative goes on. And in the end of the program, we're going to ask our guest to share a name of one person whom he would like to invite in such kind of a live broadcast. So today with us is Dr. Shama Hussein. She is a chairman of National Institute of Skills Training, Muscat Head, and she will tell us today a little more about herself. Hello, Dr. Sharma. Could you please share with us a little about you?
Hi, Irina and Monica. A warm welcome and thank you for inviting me on your wonderful program, that is Creative Society. Thank you so much. You know, a flower doesn't dream for the bee. A flower doesn't dream for the bee. It blooms and bee comes automatically. This is me. This is me, Dr. Shama Hussein. So myself, Dr. Shama Hussein, an educational professional with doctorate degree in gene profile studies. And I'm a university topper, gold medalist. I have done my leadership management from UK and emotionally intelligence coach, leadership trainer, soft skill trainer, executive life coach, and parenting coach as well. I am nominated as 1000 Influential Women of India. I have won lots of milestone awards like Dr. APJ, International Educators Honor Award. I am awarded as a Young Leader of the Year 2020, which is an International Achievers Award. I have received award from GT Fox as well, and lots of many awards like International Business and Academic Excellence Award for 2020. And I have received awards from the Chief Minister and Governor of the state, who are, it's the gold medals. I'm very honored. So these are my achievements and my recognitions for the, as I said, I'm a flower who doesn't dream for the bee, and I bloom and the bee comes automatically. So this is me.
Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Dr. Shama, I saw some of your interviews and read articles about you, and you are such an optimistic and joyful person. And I'm really curious about where do you get your inspiration from and what drives you in what you are doing?
Yes, inspiration. So lovely it looks, right? The whole world needs this inspiration, motivation, transformation. You know, I have one inspiration. There is one way that I always believe that I want to make my life a masterpiece. I want to make my life a masterpiece by giving meaning and purpose to the life. What is the use of your life when you are not able to do anything, just surviving? Surviving anyone can do. We are highly emotionally intelligent people compared to the other animals. You know very well in the evolution, we are the highly evolved animals, right? So what is the difference between them and us? We are created to do something. So that is my inspiration. So in this process, I'm struggling hard. I'm not parking my spaces because there are lots of parking spaces on the road to success. I never park myself on any parking space. So with this inspiration, with some ethics and values like dedication, sincerity, emotions, consistency, and accountability, with these ingredients, I am moving ahead to evolve with two weapons, that is diversity and inclusiveness as well. So what happens is these inspirations, they're acting as a driving force for me. And right now I'm as a chairman, National Institute of Skills Training. I'm trying myself to evolve, means influence as an international motivational speaker. People call me motivational expert because I try to influence the people in the way that I'm transparently feeling to get that revolution, as your creative society is aiming for evolution but not revolution, right? You want the evolution in the world but not the revolution. This is the same thing that we are synonymous, we are replicating our ideas actually. So with this intention, with this inspiration of influencing the people and touching their lives, because our brains are ready to connect, they are wired to connect. So in this way, this is my inspiration to do something, to achieve something, to influence something. And social media has become my family right now. To be honest, their forces, their messages, they influence me, they inspire me that I need to do a lot. There are lots to do. So this is my inspiration. Thank you for this wonderful question, Monica.
And thank you for answering. And how do you think you as an influencer, as a leader, what is the role of leaders in shaping society?
Leaders, to be honest, every person is a leader. That's what I believe firmly. Every person. Usually there is a very false notion among the people that he is a leader and we are followers. That's what the people think. The day people think that, why can't I be a leader? That day is really the evolution, as you said. That day really an evolution. Leaders are those people who try to empower others, not just selecting their powers, not just embedding their powers within them. So they try to make the leaders, not the followers. So every person with proactiveness, not reactiveness. Leaders responds with patience, with compassion, with empathy. So with these qualities, each and every person, instead of reacting, with the self-awareness as the weapons, each and every person becomes a leader in their life. There will be healthy relationships in the family, in the personal as well as in the professional life. So leadership plays a very important role in molding a society. Now, can you imagine, nowadays we are having a social media where each and every person is able to connect to others. Can you imagine if you go back to the olden days, how about those leaders without any media, without anything, with their voice? You know, the speakers are those people who just speak with their mouth, but leaders are those who connect their heart to their tongue, and their values, everything, the feelings that comes out through their expressions, which people used to get revolutionized. And no social media. Without any social media, we had so many wars, so many things, so many influences. We had lots of history, right? We got so many great leaders in the world. Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, such a great leaders in the world, how they are evolved because of accountability, proactiveness, empathy, compassion, gratitude. So these are the things. So leaders, definitely, if each and every person play their own role, definitely with emotional intelligence, definitely every person will influence each other, and they will build up the faith, they will build up the trust upon themselves, and a world will be a beautiful place to live in. The leaders will teach them, like, every person can get angry, but how to get angry, at what place to get angry, and to whom we should react. Everything should be clearly accepted facts by the leaders and to the coming leaders. So this is what the world needs right now. After the post-pandemic, now the world is not going to be the same. Post-pandemic world and before, the world will be divided into before pandemic and post-pandemic. We need to adapt ourselves now. We need to adapt. We cannot follow the same tendencies that we were doing. This pandemic has created lots of, it has actually narrowed the gaps now. We are connected from any hook and corner of the world, right? So right now with this, so let's develop, it's easier for us right now to develop because so many people are influencing, we can learn, we can develop that humanity, that brotherhood, that harmony from among all. And we can make a world a better place to live.
Thank you, Dr. Shama. I totally agree with you. And as you say, leaders are those who should empower others, and we should support each other. And my question is, what do you think? What unites all people on the world?
What unites all the people? You know, Ms. Monica, I believe everybody should understand this question. This is an amazing question. You know, everybody should need this badly because we all, actually the whole world is like a necklace with strings, lots of beads inside it. We're all connected to each other. That is your question. What is connecting to us, right? What is that factor that is connecting us? How we are binded? If you ask me, can I take the chance of giving not one, but two?
Yes, of course.
It's because I firmly believe that. I firmly experience that. So that is number one, faith. And number two, compassion. You know, faith, why I said faith? Let me justify. We are in this world, different kinds of people are there, different religions, different cultures, different cuisines, different traditions. They're all from different, everything different, right? You know, the evolution can be done not with similarities, but with differences. You may not like a flower in a bouquet with one single flower, with one color, but if it is compelled with many colors, different varieties of flowers, imagine the beauty, how wonderful it looks. It's all different faith, but when they are united, it's amazing, right? The same thing. We are all different religions, but when it comes to the values, the faith that we have, it is the same. We are all strict to that. That's the reason we are all different from the other animals. We are all highly evolved animals because we have a faith. The basic instinct is the same. We believe in one culture. You believe in culture. I believe in one culture, but we are doing the same, right? We are not behaving something different. That is what's running the world. You know, the problem is not that the differences that are dividing us. The problem is not accepting the differences. That is the only single problem. The day we embrace the uniqueness of each and every person, that day is really the evolution. Like I can say you people, creative society as an example. Ask me how? How? Because, yes, Irina, how? Because you people are inviting people of different cultures, different traditions, and you are taking their opinions and you are spreading the information, spreading the awareness. Don't you think this is the diversity in unity in diversity? Exactly. And by this way, everybody are embracing the uniqueness. So this is our faith. And then coming to the compassion. When people are very happy, they listen music. But when they are sad, they listen the lyrics. And they start correlating themselves with others' pain. Oh my God, the pain that I'm feeling, I think she's also passing through. I did not understand that. So that starts connecting. That is because it is basic instinct that you have. It is not man-made. It is not ready-made. These are all faith and compassion are nothing but the basic ingredients that are built in. When we have come up on this earth, we are built in within the system. Our system is built in with this. And that's what we feel compassionate. There is no person in this world who is really a cruel person. There is no person because we are human beings. Why people call us H for human, humanity. What's the reason? The reason is because we have that basic manual system that is instinct of feeling, empathy and compassion, which automatically comes. Yes, of course, I accept due to the unfavorable conditions, uncertainties, impediments, peaks and valleys in the life. Yes, there are some problems arises, but basically the string is bounded by the faith that we have on the God or on your values or on your culture or on yourself, and the compassion that you feel. Suppose now I'm sitting, anything happens to me, suddenly you will feel from there, right? Oh, what happened? How she's? It's not, you don't know me, you are knowing me first time, but that comes because it's there within you, the compassion, feeling the pain of others. I just want to give a small example. What about Mother Teresa? She was living in Italy. Agnes Gonçalves, her real name, she was from Italy, right? And she came to India. What connected her to come to the India? She came to India with a feeling of compassion, empathy. She wanted to bring some revolution in the lives of the people. She wanted to bring a purpose to her life. She wanted to do some humanity, which is the basic instinct, which is the basic setup of our system. So Mother Teresa, great leader. So great leader, she has proved that we are connected, whether any corners of the world, hook or corner, whatever it is, we are connected because of faith and compassion. That's what I believe.
Thank you so much for sharing. You're truly right that what actually unites us is the fact that we are human beings and we have all the same values. This is really precious what you said, and we already mentioned today, you've mentioned more than once about the creative society. So we would like to ask you, what is creative society for you? How do you envision such a society where each person in the world feels happy and feels comfortable?
Oh, Rina, when I was going through your creative society and your foundations, everything, I was really impressed. I was really impressed. There was a question actually. Once I asked the people, like, do you like Obama or Osama? Do you like Obama or Osama? Most of the people predominantly answered that they like Obama. Then I asked them, why don't you like Osama? Then they said, I told them, both of them are intelligent. Means I said, who is more intelligent, Obama or Osama? Then they said, Obama is intelligent. I said, Osama is also intelligent because he has got superpower to fight against America, such a power. And why not Obama? You know what they said? We feel that he has compassion, empathy, feelings, all. So the country, the community binded with feelings of compassion, empathy, harmonious are your 8 pillars, which you are. Your creative society is trying to create. You're actually not creating, I can say you're recreating. You are recreating the passion, you are recreating the values, you are reinforcing the values which are really getting faded off, not lost. I cannot say lost. I can say they are faded off. So this is a really holistic mission with a vision of bringing humanity for freedom, humanity, self-development, personality growth, justifying the society. No, it is something really amazing thing. And I wish each and everything should really spread out. I have my National Institute of Skills Training. Accordingly, what we do is, as my personally, we launch the programs for empowering the children. We launch the program for their personal growth. As you are having the your creative ideology is almost like you are trying to build the pillars among the society which are having the gaps. You are trying to narrow the gaps. That really justifies, that really justifies, that really I really honor your views and your vision and your mission on enabling the society. You're actually empowering the society with these values. You are trying to notify them that there are certain values we need to stick to build a world as a beautiful place for all.
Yes, thank you so much. To sum up, indeed, creative society is a convenient society for each of us. And it's such a society where each of us would live happily and in prosperity. And Dr. Shama, I would like to ask you, could you please share your vision of social spheres as education and healthcare in such a society?
Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Let me share my vision, my mission as well in this creative society about National Institute of Skills Training. I'm working with Dr. Aziza. She is from Singapore on the project that is empowerment. This is one of the project, okay? Empowerment of women. So like we are working on giving them empowerment in case so that empowering the women is nothing but enhancing the economic development of the country and in reducing the infant mortality of the infants, and passing on the generations, the next generation with lots of education. So as well, I have worked on, it's all free training programs. They are not at all, we are not charging them because we are personally, we want to bring some transformation. I told Ms. Monica, Ms. Arina, that I believe strictly in a policy and a discipline called as implementation of information is transformation. Implementation of information is transformation. I really believe that. I strictly believe that, and I firmly follow that. So by believing that, I believe that I need to influence. So in this process, now after this post-pandemic, if you want to drive your car with license, driving the car with license means you need to upgrade yourself. If you don't upgrade after this post-pandemic, you're not going to survive. You need to be survival of the fittest. You need to do something upgrading now, not like dinosaurs. Otherwise, you will be extinct like dinosaurs. You will not evolve like giraffes. So for this reason, another program like I have started, 21st Century Skills. Creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. Creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. I started this program for all the age levels of people and trying to evolve the feelings of gratitude. We have lots of versions of gratitude, lots of versions of communication, collaboration, because 1 + 1 will not be 2, 1 + 1 is equal to 11 in this after post-pandemic. So if you follow that, but if you still narrow down your limits, if you don't want to extend, if you don't want to expand, then post-pandemic is not your place to live. With this message, I'm trying my best by providing, these are all free programs for all those privileged or unprivileged children, because those who are not able to utilize these skills and all. So I'm trying my best to reach out to them with lots of using social media and providing them some training programs to create awareness about what is the gratitude. Now the world has lost what is gratitude, thanks to the pandemic, that it has created the people. Now people are not running to buy the luxurious car or gold or whatever. They are feeling gratitude that we are alive, we are happy, thank you God. So now each and every person are happy for their survival now. They are happy that they are alive. They are happy for their blessings. They are counting their blessings now. So this pandemic as an eye-opener has created the feeling of gratitude, so which I'm trying to fortify. I'm trying to reinforce among the people that yes, Granted, we are working so hard day and night for earning some money to earn our livelihood. For what? What is the reason? Only one, happiness. For only one source, that is happiness, to get that happiness. So gratitude is the one that brings happiness. A smile on your face gives others a happiness. So let's spread that positivity, positive vibes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to spread the positive vibes to the society. One of the person, he told me that I cannot scroll down in my phone when I watch your videos. I'm not good in English, but I understand what you are saying with your body language. They wish me, God bless you for years, to be me happy. People, the way they write messages to me, that I'm influencing their lives. And it really means a lot. I firmly believe that the purpose is to give meaning to my life, which I'm feeling contentment now. I'm getting that contentment. I feel energetic. People ask me, what is the secret of your energy? Whenever you talk, you create vibrancy. I said, the secret is the best. If you want to do any great work, start loving that work. Start loving, create passion for that work. So these all things I try to spread. I try to create awareness among the people, whether it's a privileged or unprivileged. I take out my spare time as much as I can. And as an international motivational speaker, I influence them in all these fields, especially to fit them into Google generation, into the frame of Google generation. That's I can correlate with your society, Miss Monica.
Thank you for your positive vibes. Yes, I completely agree with you. It all starts from gratitude, when you're just grateful for what you have, and that's where happiness arises. And you already mentioned today 8 foundations of creative society, and we would like to touch upon them more deeply. In the ALLANTRA website was published an article about stages and foundations of building creative society, where 8 foundations was described. Within the framework of the Creative Society project on the platform of ALLANTRA International Public Movement, during many years, thousands of interviews were conducted by volunteers. And these 8 foundations reflect what actually people want and need. This is what close to each person, and this is kind of world which each of us would like to live. And we know that you get familiar with them, and you would like to discuss without the 6th foundation of creative society, development of personality. We would like now to read it out and for you to comment on it. Development of personality sounds like this. Every person in the creative society has the right to comprehensive development and personal fulfillment. Education should be free and equally accessible to all, creating conditions and expanding opportunities for a human to implement his or her creative abilities and talents. What do you think about this foundation?
This is an amazing foundation, I can say. It is your strong pillar. I really appreciate this. Personality development, personality growth is the most amazing pillar. Imagine, it means like a personality is the external factor, first of all, if you look at. This is the one which reflects to others. This is the first factor. It is like, and we don't get personality just like that. We cannot develop personality just like that. And how? How can we develop the personality? I would like to just illustrate with a small example, that is iceberg of our life. You know the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg and the top that the one that visible and the one that is not visible. The one that is visible is our personality outside. It can be self-confidence. Like, for example, you are showing lots of empowerment. You are showing lots of confidence. It is because of your personality that is hidden inside. That is, maybe you are showing that because you have knowledge, you have education. Education is the one that brings economic independency. Education is the 360-degree development. Education is something that develops, that prepares you for the unseen world. It prepares you for the unseen world. It prepares you to compete with every impediment in your life. It's a self-made weapon in your body, and it is under the iceberg, the submerged iceberg that which we cannot see. So the education and your attitude, your positivity, your reflections, your vibes that you have developed, your self-awareness. Self-awareness is very important. If you don't know what is you, if you don't educate yourself with what you are, like for example, there is a boss in the office. Every day he starts teasing someone or other, he starts backbiting, he starts pointing out on employees. Do you think employees will be happy? No. And finally it may lead to they may fire him off. So what is the solution? His personality has finally blasted him. So he has to be aware that what is my problem, that why people are not liking me, why people are hating me. When he start thinking about himself, when he start realizing that, okay, I am pinpointing everyone for every small point, I'm being reactive, I'm not being proactive. When he works out on all these things, what happens? He will be social regulation. Self-awareness will lead to self-regulation. Then it will improve his social skills. And from social skills, social regulation can be done. So his office, his employees, everybody will be happy. So finally, it will lead to the productivity of your company. The same thing happens in your house, professional life, or personal life, self-awareness. So the iceberg which is inside, if you are educated, your attitude is well, with your all 360 degrees development, personality, and you have a hope, trust, faith, consistency, everything under, then the personality development which we see outside the iceberg, the top part of the iceberg, will be what you call magnificent, mesmerizing. They will be only looking forward for the success. Everybody will love him. Everybody will respect him. This is what happens. So personality development is very, very, very important. According to me, it is like a pizza. It's like a pizza. How pizza? Because pizza base is a base. It's a built-in manual for everybody. Everybody has this base, that you have this basic knowledge. Try to top it up, all toppings with the beautiful skills. It can be your attitude, optimism, your positive vibes, your empathy, compassion. All this will make the pizza wonderful. All this, and it is like a you can imagine when the new pizza comes to your home and the pizza boy brings it, it's like a wonderful party, right? Each and everyone, how much they eat, the next day they like to have again pizza. Mexico, it means like different varieties. Why? Because it's the toppings makes the person looks, means we don't crave for pizza because of the base, we crave for the toppings only. So the same way, so personality is a component of so many factors, so many complete factors. And I want to tell here one small thing, that if you give me 6 hours of time, 6 hours of time to chop a tree, I will take 4 hours to sharpen the axe of mine, And the remaining 2 hours, I will work in chopping the tree. That means what? Work on your personality first, rather than afterwards you go on the task. I request each and everyone, work on your personality. This is not very easy. It's like even you can complete your education within 2 years, 3 years, like I have done my PhD in 5 years. But this personality development takes lots. You have to, now also I keep on studying. I'm doing lots of courses. I keep on studying, even though I have did lots of studies. I have done my MBA in healthcare management, doctorate, leadership, all this. But still, I feel the day I stop learning is the day I start aging. And I don't want to age. So this is what we need to imbibe in our mind, that let's face towards the sunshine so that we cannot see the shadow. That's it.
Thank you so much. Your speech is really inspiring to work on oneself. And I agree with you that development of personality is important, but the main value in society should be human life. And I would like to say that the first foundation from 8 foundations of creative society is human life. Everything in society should be developed and built around this human life foundation. And if we go back to the essence of the Creative Society project, is to build a world without wars, with no hunger, no violence, to build such a world in which each person will have everything necessary for living: food, clothes, housing, and we would be all free to travel, free to speak, would have free education and healthcare. And do you think it is possible to build, and what each of us can do in order to build such society?
Miss Arena, we are human beings, right? There is nothing impossible for us. We are traveling to Mars. Do you think it's impossible? No way. There is nothing that is impossible. I am possible only. There is that word only in our dictionary. But there are certain limiting factors in our society, I can say. There are certain limiting factors which we need to overcome. It can be, these are limiting factors, maybe there, as you said, human life is the most important, but it is getting hijacked. It is getting hijacked by lots of limiting factors. Maybe poverty is involved, maybe violence, poor infrastructure. You know, these are the factors that are not letting us to do that, to achieve that mission. And also the reason for this is lack of education. Do you know almost 246 million girls are out of the schools? Before, it was the girl education. The word girl education was just vested to bringing the girl into school. Bringing the girls into the school itself was a big task, but now it has extended its limits. Means even though if you bring her to the school, but letting her to complete her higher education and then enabling her to compete to the social market, enabling her to know the labor laws, everything is still highly difficult. She is not knowledgeable still, maybe due to so many reasons. And due to the pandemic, nowadays girl education is completely, I think 246 million, as I told you, are out of the school now. The pandemic is also one of the reasons, lockdown and all, and they got the reason for not sending the girls to school. So if mother is educated, then the whole family is educated, then whole society is educated, whole nation and whole world, everybody is educated, right? So there is lack of education, which is making the people to tend towards the crimes. These are, as I told you earlier, poor infrastructure. The world is no more, means I cannot say no more, it is fading out its peace and harmony because of all these reasons. So only the thing is self-awareness. We need to aware what the society requires. We need to play our role. When each and individual, it doesn't need a big task actually. It is not a thing of big $1 million project. It's not a $1 million project. It is the awareness that we need to create. Like as you are creating that, you are showing to the world that there are certain pillars called as human life, human safety, human justice, creative ideology. You are showing so many foundations. You are telling the people that life is the most beautiful gift we got. No other gift in the world is so beautiful as it is. Enjoy each and every moment with mutual respect, mutual self-respect, harmony. That's what you want to teach to the world. So it is possible. Only thing is we need to be educated, not IQ alone. There are two aspects again. Intelligent quotient alone is not going to work out. The world needs to understand this. There are lots of parents who are just behind their children, that you have to work, get 98% in the university, you have to be topper in the university. They are driving them towards IQ. But what is the use when he will just go towards the IQ when any problem comes? He doesn't take accountability because he never faced these problems. He don't know what is gratitude. He cannot appreciate the people under him because he doesn't know EQ, emotional intelligence. So IQ and EQ plus both requires success, gives you success, which the world needs. So when the people understands that just we have to develop EQ also, like CEOs, companies are hired by IQ but fired because of lack of EQ. He's not able to show the accountability, no leadership, no this, then finish. So we need to, the main simple, very simple task, each and every person in the family starts teaching their roles to their children, like appreciation. Start appreciating. Miss Erina is passing through a door. If I just hold the door for her for a minute, it's just for a minute, she'll be so happy. She starts loving me, she starts appreciating me, and she develops the same. It's like I'm passing her the character, and she will do the same to the next person. And she will be receiving the blessings, I'll be receiving the blessings, so we'll pass on the chain. We will pass on the chain of positivity only. We will pass on to the people that nobody in this world is cruel. Everybody is harmonious, everybody are loving and this. So we need to practice, not just implementation. That's what I was telling. Implementation of information is the transformation. Like for example, you have a box, closed box. People are going on telling you. They keep on telling you, please don't do this. This is very good. This is very good. If you close that cover of the box, until and unless it is closed, whatever you are telling inside, it will not go. If you remove that cover, this cover is nothing but the barrier. It is the barrier that is between each other. As soon as you remove this barrier and you are open up to accept inclusiveness, I can call it as. So as soon as you open up that barrier, what will happen? All what you are telling will go inside. And there will be self-realization. As I told you, self-realization will lead to social realization as well. So we don't need any big task. It's not $1 million project. Understand yourself, clarity, get a clarity about yourself, assess your work on yourself, make the blueprint of your life, that what you are going to do, make a blueprint. This is my, I work on it. Be architect of your life. Don't give the paintbrush to somebody else. Paint yourself, paint your brush by yourself, empower first yourself. Charity begins in your home. So do that. Then you will reflect this positive vibes to others, and then finally, the whole society will be transformed. If each and every house will start doing that, the world will be a safer place, a beautiful place, an amazing place to live and enjoy and embrace the happiness everywhere.
Exactly. It's like the old saying, be the change you want to see in the world. Dr. Shama, thank you so much, and it was really inspiring. And as you said, we are all human beings, and nothing is impossible for us. And Creative Society project, it's a project which has been realizing for now, and it's a task of entire humanity. So it depends on each of us, and it concerns each of us. So what do you think? How important is it to talk about Creative Society project? And what can we do in order to spread information about Creative Society faster? What can each of us do?
Ms. Monica, already you have started. You have started the mission of spreading out. You have started empowering the people. So my tip, as I'm a science student, as I'm from science background, I just want to give you a small formula. You know what's a small formula? Is like, we have 3 states of matter, right? Solids, liquids, and gases. Solids, if you look at the solids, the particles in solids are very close together. They are very close together. You just give a tap. You just give a tap to one solid, one particle. So what will happen? The vibrations produced by that particle will pass on to the other, will pass on to the other, will pass on to the other. So it will move off all completely at a stretch. Exactly or no? Yes, you agree? That's what. So yes, that's what. If the same thing, if you look at the liquids, they are little far from each other, little far from each other. So if you try to spread your society, foundations, your concept, your vision and mission, then if it is a liquid, what will happen? Yes, you tried, but it takes time. It takes time to pass on because they are little far from each other. And then come to the gases. How much you try to spread, it will not, because they are somewhere here and there. So try to bring concrete your values at a place, okay, at a, as an influencing people, or if you tap one influencing person, then he will tap all the persons. You understand? So you can spread. Now you have already, you have started. I think I don't need to tell. I don't need to give you advice. You already have started this mission using the social media. You are connecting through Facebook. You are connecting through the LinkedIn. I think now we are completely literate. At least each and every one. But it's like a necessity is the mother of invention now. So each and every person knows that social media is the only platform where we can connect to each and everyone. So for sure, definitely, without feeling of any that we may succeed or we may not succeed, don't have a second plan here. Plan A is enough. You don't need to plan B because you are working with transparency. When anybody work with transparency, for example, the transparent objects. Can you see opaque objects? Can you see what is inside the opaque objects? No, right? But you can see inside the transparent object. You can see everything. So every whole world one day will understand, one day will realize what is the mission, the holistic purpose of your society because you are transparent. Just you need to create these vibrations from one media to the another media, holding on the influential people who can act like a messengers. If you know the messenger movie also, you have seen the messengers, they spread, the followers of the messenger spread to different parts of the country and they have brought the revolution of the religion, right? So this is what you need, messengers. You need messengers to take your message, and it is a holistic message. People will definitely invite it, they'll definitely welcome it, and they undoubtedly you will be tapping their hidden potential. See, it's required, as I told you before, it's only realization. It's only self-realization that is required among the people. People are thinking we don't have time. They need to take out a little time to think about their society, to think about the world as well, not just being selfish. There is I want to ask you also, I'm going to interview you now. I want to ask you also a question like, can you tell me one letter word which is most selfish? Can you tell me a one letter word which is most selfish? One letter word which is, I have answered all your questions.
No, don't have anything in my mind.
I'll take the game. Okay. So the one letter word. Everybody who are listening to me should really concentrate on this. The most one letter word that is really selfish in this world and is just excellent. Excellent. I gave you clue, right?
Yeah, from the first time it got me.
Because you know how to connect. So you're connecting. Our brain is wired to connect. Only thing is we need to make it work. That's it. We are human beings. Anything is possible for us. Exactly what you said, Irina. It is I. I is the word that is destroying everything in the world. I leads to devastation. I leads to expectations. And expectations are those that are spoiling the personal and professional life. We want love, we want everything, we want this, we want that. John Kennedy once said, don't ask what country has done for you. He said, tell what you have done for the country. So the day we feel, the day we think that we want love only all the time, we want respect. Why you want respect? You start giving love to others, they will give you love. You start giving respect, they will start giving you respect. Yes or no? So it is, don't afraid out that I. Yes, it is required within you, but not outside. Because when we do I, others will also start doing I. So this is what I want to say, Ms. Monica, about, so when we develop these things, spreading and awareness, it easily like vibrations. So this is the formula if we apply, definitely your creative society. And I wish really all the very best for your holistic mission and vision and creating the humanity. I loved your tagline that is, you don't want the revolution, you want evolution. It's really evolution comes when there is embracing the uniqueness, embracing the inclusiveness. I feel that inclusiveness with you when I have come with a very warm welcome, with a smile. You're making me to feel like, even though we are all from different places, but that smile, that vibrancy coming from your face is making me to feel like your own. And I'm very like, just homely, I'm speaking to you without just sharing you whatever I feel in my heart. So that's what the world requires. Now, then definitely your mission will be great, successful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. We definitely need to start thinking of others and not only about ourselves, and then changes in society will take place. Thank you for everything you shared today. And currently, by conducting these interviews, we implement the first stage of achieving creative society's information stage. And the more people will find out about it, the faster it will be implemented. So could you please share with us the name of one person whom you would like to meet and invite in such kind of a live broadcast?
I have a principal. His name, he's a principal of a college. His name is Ramesh Narayana. He's from India. And, I worked with him before when I was in India. He is the person who even goes to the houses of the people to solve the problems. He shares with them. He has his own position. He's a big college principal. But he doesn't feel that, he doesn't feel that. He develops that faith. I'm different religion, but he's different religion. He's like, he's from the religion where everybody are really like a Brahmin says, but he doesn't show that. He means like, yeah, you are different, and he never shows that. He embraces the uniqueness. He shows empathy, compassion. He tries to help each and everyone. So I really love that. And I worked with him 1.5 years. So I'm really glad I know him very well before. And he's there in LinkedIn as well. So it means I feel he's the most ideal person because he never sees a position, he never sees a caste, no creed, no religion, nothing, no bars. So, and he embraces everyone as a human being, and he shows lots of patience, lots of patience to listen to the people and to solve their problems as much as he can. And he influences everyone. He used to come to me and he influenced me always. He used to take out my positivity always. And he used to tell me, do this, you are really, means inspires me like a icebreaker, So I really recommend him.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shama. Thank you so much for letting us know the name, and we are looking forward to the next interview. And I would like to thank you so much, because it was such an inspiring interview for me, and you are such an optimistic and full of loved person, and indeed, as you said, you can feel it, that positive energy inside of you, and inside of me I could feel like such a big joy right now. And as we were talking about the Creative Society project, it's the Creative Society, it's a society for each of us. It's a society where each of us will be happy and where we will live comfortably, when we don't have to think about how I have to pay out all that bills and debts, where we have to think like if I have to find another job because I don't have enough money. No, it will be society where there will be enough for each of us, and such a society which will take care for our benefits, and where we will live happy and comfortable. So one more time, thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you, Irina.
Here, thank you so much, Irina and Monica, for being such a wonderful guest and replicating the positive vibes and making my new year as well an amazing year with meeting you all and meeting the whole world. I got an opportunity to transform, to help everyone in transformation. Implementation of information is transformation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I would like to remind our viewers, dear viewers, if you would like to find out more information about the Creative Society project, please visit our website, which is called ALLANTRA.com. And if you would like to join the Creative Society project, go to our website, and at the top of the page in the right corner, you will see the red button, Join Us, where you can choose your language and share your vision of Creative Society. If you want to be our guest or part of our team, please send us an email, which you can see on the screen right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you. Bye.
Thank you.